Hi, this is Ron Augustine. So I'm showing you my volcano bush burner charcoal producing stove, and right now it is operating perfectly. As you could see in the background, there's little or no smoke, which is what I really want to happen, because I open the air vents in the back so the air is able to flow properly. And the 6 inches of organic matter that is in the bottom there with no air vent in the bottom, it is making wood gas. As you can see, the wood gas is perfectly burning inside the stove. And how the stove is designed, it traps in the heat, traps in a good portion of the heat, so it will keep the reaction going like a chain reaction. And as I was saying, I burn wet fuel. As you could see right here, look at my hand right here. You could see this is wet. See, this is wet fuel. Look at how damp it is. It's wet. You could see, you see how wet it is. Look at the moisture. Look at how wet it is. You could burn wet fuel. So you see, look, I'm throwing this wet fuel right inside there. It burns wet fuel, as you could see. It also burns dry waxy fuel, as what in my hand right here now. Look at how it blazing up as I put in the dry waxy fuel. Then it could also burn, you see, look at cooking oil right here. This is some cooking oil. So when I put in the cooking oil, look at how it will blaze up. So now when it blaze up like this with the cooking oil, I just throw some wet fuel to calm it down. You see how it getting sooty? Now let me show you how I'll get rid of the smoke quickly by using wet fuel. So you don't have to panic if it's overfired. All you just need to do is use wet fuel to control it. So look at my hands filled with wet fuel. So you use the wet fuel to control it back down to normal. So this will cool it down, cool down the temperature of the stove, and it will bring back the flame back down to normal. Notice how the soot and the smoke cleared up from after I had the cooking oil, because I add the wet fuel and that cools down everything and bring it back. It adjusts the flame height. So this is how I turn up and turn down the temperature of this stove. Dry fuel and wet fuel. So that is the beauty of this volcano bush burner charcoal producing stove. So right now I have 3 pots inside the oven chamber right now. 1 with boiling fig and 2 with boiling water. Right? Boiling water to drink, to do whatever I need to do. Then, as I was also saying, if you look in the bag there, I have the canister with the leaves. As you could see, it producing wood gas, and the wood gas is coming out from that canister. You see that bright yellow flame in the bag there? That is the wood gas that is being burnt. And if I want right now, while cooking the food on top here and making charcoal dust in the bottom there, if I wanted, I could use this copper coil, tube coil. You see it have an inlet and an outlet. This is a tube and it's coil, and I could push it right inside the stove, and then I have other copper tubes coming out, and then I could have water flowing in one direction, and I'll get steam, a non-return valve right here. So if I put a non-return right by my thumb, right, and then I make water flow through it, so it goes one direction but it can't go back the other direction, and I have a steam turbine. I could spin a steam turbine if I wanted. Right? So I'm just showing you how beautifully this stove is working. So whenever I'm ready, when the food is finished cooked and I'm ready, I could just take a long spade. This spade, this long shovel, right, has about between 6 to 7 foot long handle, as you could see right here, and it have a spade in the bottom there. So you see, right now if I want, right, so look at what I'm doing right now. I'm stirring this up. I'm trying to remove some charcoal dust from it. So right now, I'm trying to remove some charcoal dust. Not quite ready yet. So notice the flame blazing up. Look at how the smoke is. There's a lot of smoke. So what I do, I throw some wet fuel, and that will take care of the smoke, the excess smoke. So right now I'm stirring this up. I get some charcoal dust here. So this is a continuous process. So you see our charcoal dust here. I dump it in rainwater, and then I store it up in the rainwater like this. You see what I'm doing? So when I store it in the rainwater, it opens the pores of the charcoal dust nicely. And then I use, as I said before, I use the charcoal dust. So I take some charcoal dust, like what I have in my hand there, and I mix it with organic matter, like what I'm showing you right here. So charcoal dust mixed with organic matter, and then I bring it over by my fruit trees. Look at a nice big fruit tree right here. It's a big palm tree, it's gru tree. So I use this as fuel, and I also use this as food right here. So I use this charcoal dust, and then watch what I do. I sprinkle it right around the tree. So this will create habitats for the microorganisms, which will increase the decomposition rate of the organic matter and the soil into nutrients for this tree. And it will provide, so the tree could bear lots of fruits. Look at how much fruits this tree is bearing, because this tree is well taken care of. A happy tree. Look at the amount of fruits that it's bearing, as you could see here, because it's well taken care of. And then right around my property, I have other fruit trees. Look, I have a cherry tree right here. I throw charcoal dust in this cherry tree. Notice how well it's bearing. Nice, delicious cherries. So I'm just showing you the benefits of using charcoal dust in your garden. So before this bear fruits, it will be a lot of flowers, and the bees will go and collect the pollen and the nectar and the pupalis from the buds and the flowers, right? And then I, as a beekeeper, will get an income, and then I get fruits to sell it to the market. So it's a win-win situation. And then also charcoal dust is carbon that plants trap in the form of cellulose, and then the cellulose is during pyrolysis in the volcano charcoal producing stove, right, will turn into charcoal, which is pure carbon. And due to you take the carbon dioxide from the air and you put it into the soil, then it will reduce global warming. So I thank you, God, for showing me and others how to live another day in peace and harmony. Thank you.